Hello and welcome. Today I'm back, day 3 of my quarantine, and I have a completely new idea. Since I'm not going to be having any models for my sculpture, I'm going to do a self-portrait. So I'm still not showing my face, and as I said, honestly, that's because I have a rash on my face. Okay, so I wanted to just have a little chat while I was doing this about selfies and the degradation of art. So basically, long ago, there was something called the self-portrait. People actually took time to create these things, and it was like an artistic endeavor. Of course, I'm kidding around, but then the selfie came around. I feel like they really exist to do two different things, right? Can we bring back the self-portrait? Right now I'm just filling in the actual shapes of my head and everything and trying to decide an angle of my shoulders. My arm kind of goes over like this, so just giving you a rough idea of how it starts. Again, this clay I'm using is the clay that never dries. So let's talk more about that. Before, to be considered somebody who could even make a self-portrait, you had to be like an artist. Now everybody can make a selfie, so I guess that's actually a good thing. So selfies are kind of like the D class, the D class of self-portrait. Just giving myself some boobs. I know not a lot of people are sculptors, so that's why I kind of wanted to share my gift on the internet. I was on a flight and I saw, this is the same flight, okay, so I will say this, that same flight that got me quarantined, there was on that same flight that got me quarantined, there was Bob Ross. He wasn't actually on the plane, but they had his TV shows available. So here's a conundrum that I'm already running into. If I'm looking into the mirror as I make this, which I am, do I make the self-portrait the mirror image of myself? Or do I make this, let's have this arm extending out. Some of this would go away. Do I make this the mirror image of myself, or do I make this my sternum's not that big. Do I make it accurate? You know, true to form. I think it's gonna be the mirror. I think it's gonna be both. So what is a selfie? A selfie is always the mirror image. Huh. So there you go. Self-portrait has something going for it over the selfie when it comes to class. Because it's not just a mirror image, it's some more arm going here, it looks pretty. Ouch. Ow, 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 ow. That's called kicking the bucket. See, if I turn it this way and then I need to look in the mirror, it does almost can't be the mirror image of me. So who knows which one is more accurate now? So is there really the purpose of making portraits anymore? Or is the only thing now selfies, only self-portraits? There's no point in making a portrait of somebody else, because everybody can make their own portrait. Let's see. Everybody wants me to work on the face, I know. I'm working on it kind of backwards through the camera now. Wow, it's kind of becoming like a selfie self-portrait on video. See, now this is the mirror image for sure. Get some ear in there. See, I really realized when I saw Bob Ross, I realized that I freaking love that guy. I realized I watched him as a kid, and he's a genius for many reasons, but like, one sec. How did he get that show? Like, oh my God, who were the people that had the genius idea of like having that show? See, now I'm confused. So this would be this side of my face. See, now here it's getting confusing. Okay. Well, this side seems to be going better. See, this is one problem in art, is that you end up wanting to work on the good side only. Let's do it though. I know that right now it looks like George Washington, but that's gonna change. Get some forehead on here. Okay, there's the hairline. I don't know if people know this, but in Europe, there's kind of a hierarchy as to like the size of your head. I don't really claim to understand it, but I learned about it when I lived there. Less shoulder, more arm meat. You want this to be believable. Well, it's got a long way to go, people. I'm going to be working on this all day. When I come back to you tomorrow, I'll have made some major progress. I shouldn't talk myself up like that. I'm going to dedicate this channel to sharing sculpture with you guys, because it's something I've really wanted to do, and I just didn't know how. But now, I do know. See how it's starting to vaguely come in now? Especially on this side. Bear with me. She's got a swollen face. That's me. Thanks for tuning in today. Oh, as far as my updates go, my neighbor didn't ever come back, so I guess they got scared of getting sick. My symptoms seem to be clearing up today and I'm feeling better. No, the sculpture isn't finished. So yeah, so the theme of today is that Bob Ross inspired me for this. And I look forward to sharing more sculpture with you.